Pinneretti, a place where average veterans come to share their opinions of the world we live in. We can't guarantee you're going to like our opinions.
But we promise you we're going to give them to you anyway.
I'm Jim.
And I'm Nate.
Let's
Let's
pull
pull
the
the
pin.
pin. We're
Already?
getting there. We're
Well,
getting
I don't
there.
know. That was pretty good. We supposed to say already? Okay. Well, anyways. So welcome again to another episode. We're going to do of our favorite, where we do War Room, where we pull headlines and stuff and talk about them as average veterans. And, we share our opinions on them because we know you don't have time to read them. So we're going to tell you what they're all about from our perspective. And why is that important, Nate?
You know, we're just average veterans. We've been around the world and we know everything.
Yes. And we have never been what?
Fact checked on a couple fights.
Officially, by everybody. But anyway, speaking of headlines, I just want to give a shout out because we get a lot of our regulars, our supporters, Chris and Johnny. Johnny's been sending us a lot of headlines, and Johnny, it's not unnoticed. Fetterman. I don't really want to talk about Fetterman, so I mean, it's a joke. It's a joke that him and who's that other lady, the one that didn't even know she was sick and out, the real old 80-year-old congresswoman, Feinstein.
No.
Yeah. I mean, I don't want to talk about these stuff. I even getting tired of talking about Biden and his Alzheimer's. It's just stupid. He did send us something about the Chinese police stations. Remember we talked about that? I guess 2 people got arrested. So that was something that he brought up, and he told me to go walk in the woods or something, take a hike. I don't know what he told me, but appreciate you, Johnny. And Chris, what's that?
Did you take a hike?
Well, I mean, I practically live in the woods, so
Oh, okay.
I don't need to walk in the woods. But Chris had responded. She's been responding to a couple. She didn't respond to our boobs at the White House video. I don't know if that was on purpose or what, but she responded to two other ones after that. And she had brought up a point about the Epstein Island and stuff. I don't know. I mean, I didn't fact check her. She says she gets fact checked a lot, but she talked about things I wasn't even considering, like. You know how they've got the list, the flight list and all that?
Yeah.
Well, she said, well, what about the people with yachts? He said, what? She said, what's her face? Who's the lady? Ghislaine Maxwell?
Yeah.
She said Ghislaine had a submarine license, and just across on another island that Biden owns, he had a submarine base or dock, whatever it's called. Like, I don't know if this stuff is true. I'm not going to doubt it. I don't know how to disprove it either.
Sounds interesting.
You know what I mean? That just brings a whole new light on it. Like, okay, so, and we already know Bill Clinton has been there like 20, 30 times just from what we know. So yeah, I mean, I guess it just goes to prove the same thing we were talking about. There's a whole lot more you don't know. You know what I mean?
Of course there is. Yeah.
And people still trust. Like, how do you trust the government at this point? I mean, how do you?
Because I work for them. They give me a paycheck.
Well, you trust that they're going to pay you? I mean, they can shut down at any moment and you don't get paid.
They always give me back pay.
Really? Well, yeah, so they eventually pay you. Well, yeah. That's not the government, though. That's the tax people, right? The people with taxes.
I pay my own taxes. I pay taxes. I pay my own salary. I work to pay taxes to pay my salary. I work to pay taxes to pay my salary.
You pay enough taxes to cover your salary. Believe me.
I pay a lot of taxes.
Maybe over 10 years, you might pay 1 month's salary.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Anyways, let's start doing some headlines because that's what we came here for. I just want to give a shout out to Chris and Johnny. We appreciate you. You're not being ignored. But we are, there's so many headlines. We can't talk about all of them. Dem donor arrested. What?
And this one must be more important. So let's go.
Well, I'm not even sure they're more important, but some of the things are more exciting than others, and some of them we just want to talk about. But a Democrat donor arrested for starting massive fire that fellow Dems blamed on climate change.
Are they going to get charged with arson or just get arrested and let go?
A plea deal, right?
Probably, yeah.
In our 2-tier justice system. Well, I mean, but this is, look, this is my surprise face. I mean,
It's like mine. You get that from me.
Yeah. How do you push a climate change agenda when there's no signs of climate change, right? So we need to create them, or we need to figure out how. And I had a conversation with somebody just the other day. I'm sure he's a leftist. I think he he came off to me as he was not a straight man, but still a nice guy. I mean, nothing against him. But I'm like, you notice the weather, right? The weather seems like it's shifting, and I think we may have talked about this before, but we're getting sunny days in Christmas and snow in the summer. Like, I'm not stupid. I can believe that we, one, are destroying the planet, and two, the planet's rotating. Things are shifting. I mean, obviously, we talked about the ice age. If you didn't have an ice age, how did that happen? I mean? Like, the climate clearly changed. So I'm not doubting climate change. I think the problem is these people are using that as an excuse to spend trillions of dollars
Taxpayer dollars.
yeah, on garbage. It's not even going to fix anything. Like, who the hell do you think you are that you can teach Mother Nature? Like, no, you're
Right.
not. No, you are not going to have hurricanes this year. What? Like, are you serious? So I just don't understand. Even if you're a climate changeist, get off already.
Well,
Be a planet
it's our
supporter.
action. It's our actions that cause climate change. So we have to fix
Well,
our actions so we don't have climate change.
well,
So
hold on.
once we fix our actions, then we won't have hurricanes. We won't have whatever else they tell you we won't have.
I know your sarcasm is very strong. The sarcasm in this one is very strong. I know that, but I mean, that's my point. You want to talk about saving the planet, preserving the planet, treating the planet good, recycling. Like, you want to talk about that. I'm 100% on board. And if you think going to electric vehicles does that, let's try it. Let's do it. Let's bring the innovation along. Let's try it. But if you're going to sit here and tell me we need to spend trillions of dollars so that we can save the planet from climate change, you're not beating Mother Nature. You're an idiot. So do what you can do to preserve the planet, to stop cutting down trees or grow more when you cut them down, stop polluting the ocean. I mean? Go for it. I'm 100% on board with that. Climate change, you ain't taking my money.
Okay.
All right, I'll let you address this one. AMC Theaters cancels Transformers, Detransitioner film following complaints from trans group.
I got to read this again. So this person transitioned and is detransitioning to become back to what they were.
It's probably a movie. I didn't see it either, but it's probably a movie like What Is a Woman? You know how they did that show? It's probably a movie, like a documentary kind of movie that talks about detransitioning. It's like, the people who cut their stuff off and went through all that and then regretted it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure it's a movie about that. I don't know if it's about a particular person or group of person or a documentary. I don't really know what the film is.
The current trends don't like that because it might shed light on some truth.
It might disprove that once they get their penis cut off, they're happily ever after. Like, that's what it might disprove. So, because only they know that. They're the ones that could walk in like, I'm so happy. I'm glad I did this. What I mean? They're the ones that can tell you how they feel. Like, even if you read it on their face, that it's completely not that.
I mean, I'm sure it would have been like probably a 99%er on what's that called, Rotten Apples or whatever the
Rotten Tomatoes.
Rotten Tomatoes, yeah. It would have probably had a 99% approval rate on Rotten Tomatoes. I'm sure it would have been sky high in AMC theaters anyway.
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's just sad that they caved to this little, what do you call the gay mafia? What I mean? It's just so sad. And not even a gay mafia. This is the Transformers. It's just so sad. This whole thing is just getting so sad and pathetic. It's just sad and pathetic. Like, you do you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't care if these people want to be men or women. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I don't care. You don't affect my life.
Nope.
You know what I mean? As long as you ain't trying to pretend you're a woman with me and then I get you home and naked and find out you got a penis, I'll help you transition right there. I'll cut it off for you. I got no problem with that. It might not be as smooth as a doctor would do, but it'll be definitely cheaper.
Jim does not condone violence.
But no, that's not violent. That's not violent at all. That's supporting. I'm a trans supporter.
Oh.
Because I mean, think about it. Like, right, the sense it makes. Like, I don't like if I'm a woman, right, and I'm a lesbian, but I go and date women that look like men, what am I? Or how about those fools at the White House? Go back to the breast things. They're a man trying to be a woman and a woman trying to be a man, and then they get together to make a perfect couple. Like, what? You're just switching roles. Why don't you just do that, without cutting your penis and breasts off? Like, you know what I
That
mean? Like,
let them do what makes them happy. Let them do what
well,
makes them
yeah,
happy.
and I'm all for it. Like I said, I'm all for it. Do your own thing. Just don't put it on the kids and don't push it on me. So that's all. Anyways, we'll move on. More than 40 companies. I saw 41 in a different article, but more than 40 companies. I think actually maybe it was in the.
Well, more than 40 could be 41. So
You're absolutely right. But more than
yeah.
40 companies pledged to hire and train over 250,000 refugees.
I like the headline the way it is,
Mm-hmm.
as long as it's true that they're refugees and not illegal immigrants. I'm
Right.
fine with it, and I'm fine
Yeah.
with it.
Sure. And I don't even know if all these companies are in America or just around the world or what.
Oh, sure, yeah.
And I have to tell you, dude, I mean, I have to tell you, I've got mixed feelings on this because even the illegal influx, I'm not really a fan of it. But I'm telling you, if these lazy ass Americans don't go back to work, I'd like to do a 1-for-1 swap. Wherever these immigrants are coming from, we'll send a lazy ass American there and we'll take the immigrant. I really do. I don't understand these people that don't want to go to work.
They don't have to.
You're
The
able
system,
and capable, go to work.
there's an American system that allows them that they don't have to.
Dude, I'm in a little podunk town, whatever, not a lot big popular town, and you can't find, like, it's hard to find work because there's not a lot of work, but there's a lot of jobs open right now. And I've talked to people even for the town, and they said, yeah, we can't get applicants because all of them give us fake phone numbers, or they show up just to tell them, get that they can't get the job because that's what they do. They have to try to get a
Apply
job.
for a
Yeah,
job, yeah. And they
that's all
applied
they're
and
doing, and then
now I
collecting unemployment.
keep clicking my check, yeah.
Yeah. So those people I would love to put on a train or plane or however the heck we can get them wherever they go and send them to the country and take one of these illegals.
We need to hire 67,000 unemployment officers to have them go investigate.
Oh yeah, right? Let's do
That's
that. Let's do
that
that.
would save a lot of money for the government.
I love that idea. You're
But
absolutely right.
but that would lose a lot of voters though for that
Well, well, and you're right. You forgot one word. One word. Armed.
oh yeah.
We got to arm them too. So
Well,
yeah.
that's we have the armed candy now.
Yeah, this one, I'm sorry, Johnny. Maybe some of your articles were better, but this one, I just couldn't deny this one. San Francisco stores now locking up candy due to theft. What kind of candy?
Well, there's a whole I think it's San Francisco. There's a whole mall that's shutting down because of how
There's
bad it is. Yeah.
two major buildings that were just given back. One of them is a mall, and I think
Yes.
the other one might have been. Yep, they were just given back to the bank. Said, "You can have it. We're done."
I feel so sorry for San Francisco. Such a well,
What do you,
you guys voted for all this shit. You deserve everything you're getting. You
right? And what
deserve
do
it
you think it is?
all.
Well, don't say that, Nate, because it's because of climate change or racism, systemic racism, or what else is it? The anti-trans movement. It's got something to do with white people or something like that.
Well,
You know what I mean?
all those people are the same people that vote the same way, so they deserve it.
No, dude, it can't be about that. It just can't. It has to be somebody else's fault. You know that.
Oh boy, I know that. Yeah.
It has to be somebody else's fault. It can't. Nobody in there can take responsibility for this. It has to be somebody else's fault, which is just in line, dude. I watched one of those. I love the Man on the Street. I really got to get out and do these if I have more time. But I love the Man on the Street stuff. I watched a guy go up to these liberal Democrats. I don't know. I don't even know what category to put people in anymore. So let's just say these people. And he was talking about the immigrants. He's like, hey, how many would you want to sign up to take an immigrant in your house? You know what I mean? And these people are like, well, I would, but I don't got no room, or I'm renting, I don't have enough space. And all of them. Even one lady was like, oh yeah, yeah, I'll sign up. And then he's like, okay, well, you want this? She's like, oh, wait a minute, I'm renting and I'm not even supposed to let, you know what I mean? Like, and he's like, oh, right. Every one of them, dude.
I just saw one. I forgot where it was or who it was, but this guy was arguing with his neighbor about illegals. And the neighbor's like, they're all fine. They all deserve to be in this country and blah, blah, blah. And he's like, hey, Jose, come here. About 4 of them run over. Hey, God, they didn't need a place to stay. Can I stay at your house? Well, no, they can't stay here. He's like, oh, why not? They're illegals. They're fine. Let them in, right?
Right. So you know it. Like I said, that's why I said only stupid people, and I'm not going to call anybody stupid. You know you're stupid. Only stupid people can't see what's happening. It's always easy to spend somebody else's money. It's always easy to stand up for, hey, we should make the rich pay higher taxes or whatever, but nobody's going to pay more taxes of their own, right? Because taxes work, but nobody's volunteering any more money. You know, it's just stupid. Like, let's be real. If you're going to stand for something, like, did you see it was a congressman asking some lady about plastics or something? Did you see it?
No.
Oh, my dude, you talk about an idiot. Oh, I said I wasn't going to call anybody stupid, right?
You know, the biggest way, the easiest way to fix this is all you do is lock your front doors and make your store a drive-through, basically.
Right, right.
Tell me what you want. I'll go get it from my
Well,
store.
some stores have done that.
I'll pay for it and hand it to you.
Some stores are doing that. They're actually putting a window. You come into the window like you do. It's everything's locked. You ask for it, and they go back and get it and bring it to you.
That's it.
Some stores are doing that. But should you have to do that?
Oh, I guess so.
Well, I mean, I guess in places like that, but I don't want to do that. Like, I want to see what I'm buying. I want to know, what are you going to do?
That's why you live in places that don't have those problems.
Sure, right, sure. Well, there's probably solutions too. Just the people in the communities tell the people to stop stealing stuff. You know what I mean? Because it's hurting you. So, all those people got mad when Walmart and them shut down. Well, okay, well, you're letting your neighbors steal stuff, and you're going to what? You're not going to tell on them. You're not going to stop them. And you're going to get mad at the company who's getting ripped off because they won't stay. I'm not, having it. I'm just not. Anyways, man.
I'm not having any more of this episode. So.
Yeah, we'll go ahead. And I'm going to go take another walk in the woods. I don't know. Thanks again, Nate, though, for showing up again. Appreciate you. Always love you being here. Thank you all for watching. The little subscribers on YouTube who are moving to Rumble, right? And all the subscribers on Rumble and our BitChute fans out there who are probably all FBI agents or CIA agents. I don't know. But anyways, thank you all for watching. We appreciate you. Like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment. Get into conversation. There's people that are in the conversation. Get in and call them names that you're probably calling us. Just get involved or something, whatever. But give us some money so we can keep doing this for free. And until then, Godspeed.
And pull the pin ready. Boom.
Thanks for joining us here. Pull the pin already. We hope you had as much fun as we did. If you like what we do, go ahead and hit that like button and share this video with a friend. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that bell button so you don't miss out on any of our future episodes. But most importantly, leave a comment below. Let us know if you agree or disagree with our opinions. Hope to see you here next time on Pull the Pin Already.